My start in the industry came after high school. Unfortunately, I was one of those people that bounced around jobs and had no idea what they wanted to do. So worked 5 or 6 different jobs that included delivery trucks, ski hill, and obviously a lot of others, but ended up at a golf course and loved it and really never looked back after that.
Well, I like to say this job kind of found me. I worked a lot of odd jobs and saw a little ad in the local paper and thought some free golf.
It all started when I was 14 years old. I got a job washing golf carts at the local resort.
I got my start in the industry because of my dad. He's been working on the course for 25 years. After my 2 years at college, I went back home, didn't know what I was going to do, and he got me a job on his course.
Both of my parents work at a golf course, and every weekend when I had off from school, I would just go and spend time with them, just driving around.
I originally graduated from four-year college in 2012, and following college, I found out very soon that I didn't want to work in a cubicle.
This is my second career. I switched when I wasn't happy doing what I was doing, and Dr. Kaminsky and some of his social media tweets and things like that kind of turned me on. Got my undergrad from Penn State, so I kind of bleed blue and white. Found out this is the best program around, so I kind of wanted to do that.
My favorite class at Penn State was Rick Capozzi's business class, life skills.
Rick Capozzi's human resources. You know, it really opened my eyes as far as not just from the golf course aspect, but kind of how you treat people. That's kind of something that kind of goes under the radar as far as managing.
My favorite class would have to be Ken Grubb and learning the maintenance practices on all the course and really learning the backbone of the whole entire industry.
Spanish with Ms. Rosa, just a lot of good memories and a lot of relevant stuff with our careers moving forward.
My favorite class would be Dr. McNitt's Soil Physical Properties class. It was nice to have a lab that actually you could put his information into context.
My favorite class, that's a tough one. I really enjoy soils nutrition with Dr. Schlossberg.
Because he kind of keeps you on your toes in a way. He'll kind of go through all these scientific processes and then throw in a joke here and there.
We got to work at the Tour Championship and just network down there. The Penn State Turfgrass Conference, there's plenty of Penn Staters that come back and are willing to talk to the students about their careers and their experiences. GIS, I recently attended.
Well, with Penn State, it's really unlike any other university with the huge networking that they have, as well as the opportunities that you're presented, whether it's working at Eastlake or going to GIS, you know, there's plenty of opportunities where you can meet people.
The PSU Turf Conference is one of the best conferences in America, so right there is an awesome networking experience. I was fortunate enough to go out to GIS for the Turf Bowl. Got a lot of networking experiences that way.
GIS was one place where you really realize the respect that Penn State has from all the other schools, seeing how the other kids treated us being from Penn State, which was pretty much an eye-opener.
Being part of the Penn State family and tradition is it's quite an experience. You really get to see how far the networking of Penn State ventures out. I mean, just not in the United States, but everywhere in the world. And everybody's really just trying to push you and help you in this industry, which is awesome.
Having the name Penn State Turfgrass on your resume unlocks numerous amount of doors, and it's been great up until this point.
You're going to get lots of opportunities at this school as a student, and there is no reason to say no or back down from any of them, because there are thousands and thousands of doors out there that you can't even imagine.
My advice for anybody getting into the turf business would be to know that it's a hard profession. It takes a while to get to the top. You got to work hard, put in the time, put in the effort. But you get to be outside and you get to do something that you love. So it's a great feeling.
You have to really love what you do. It is a career, but it's more than that. It's a lifestyle.
I think it's important to find a mentor or a superintendent that's established himself in the industry that you can kind of lean on and go to with your questions.
I would say just be prepared to put a lot of hours in and work hard. Also, be held to high expectations.
This really is the only sport where you get to set the court. You get to put your best against a professional's best, because in any other sport, there's obviously a standard to the surface, whereas golf is the one thing that you get to challenge professionals at. And so for people getting into this industry, I just think it's the best opportunity as far as showcasing your talents to the world.
My advice for anybody trying to get into this industry is to know where you want to go, because if you don't know where you want to go, you may end up somewhere else. Something like that. A little Yogi Berra.
My favorite place to hang out at Penn State was definitely Kildare's.
Kildare's at the pub.
Kildare's is definitely a hot spot for us.
We mostly know it as a pub, but it was a place where we got to exchange a lot of ideas and bonded as a class together.
Favorite place to hang out, I would just have to say in the dorms, putting the beat down in some FIFA, really.
Favorite place to hang out at Penn State? My parents probably want to hear the library, so go with the library.
My favorite place to hang out in State College was the library. It's where most of the social activities went down, and a lot of academic work.
Every weekend there's a new memory, you know?
One of my favorite memories would be the botany arm wrestling championship we had at the Comfort Suites.
The first year here, we were all bonding together and getting to know each other, getting a feel, And we got a giant cutout of one of the second-year classmen, and we put it in our window outside of our hotel room. So whenever everyone pulled in, they could just see him illuminated in the window. That was a pretty great memory.
My favorite memory would have to be during communications class with Dr. Kaminsky. We had an interview thing with 4 different guys, and he asked us to describe the course with 3 words. He said 3 words. Everyone else had gone and took all the words I was gonna say, and the only word that came up in my head was green. So I said green 3 times, and everyone would not let me forget green, green, green.
My favorite memory would have to be us taking home 1st and 10th place at GIS. Just a truly incredible experience with our classmates to really come together and all accomplish a single goal.
I guess it just happened. Being on the winning team for Turf Bowl was pretty awesome out at the GIS show.
Being able to go down to the Eastlake Golf Club and volunteer at the Coca-Cola Championship was absolutely something that I'm going to remember for a while. Being able to work with a lot of my classmates was something that was really enjoyable and something that I'll definitely cherish.
I did my internship at Medina Country Club in Medina, Illinois.
I did my 6-month internship at Bel Air Country Club in Los Angeles.
I did my internship in Wiesloch, Germany.
I interned at Ballybunion Golf Club in County Kerry, Ireland. Just learned a lot from just different agronomic perspectives from a different area of the world.
I learned a lot of the management aspect. They had me in pretty much every facet of the course, from mowing the greens to course setup in the morning to actually managing teams.
I did my internship at Oak Hill Country Club in Rochester, New York, and I learned just about everything. Anything from mowing greens to spraying chemicals to hand watering. It was just an awesome internship.
This past season, I did my internship at Oakmont Country Club in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and what I took away from that was more or less meeting members' expectations, a high-level championship golf course, to be able to produce that on a daily basis whenever possible, while at the same time maintaining plant health. And when you're managing with POA and your putting surfaces in the heat of summer, that can get tricky.
My classes at Penn State prepare me by giving me the foundations, like what to look for during when I was on my internship.
The classes really give you an instrumental basis to everything that you're going to practically do out on your internship. And so it gave me the key to unlock all the doors and really stand out as, a key figure at Victoria National.
When you get there, you can start to put things into application, and it kind of gives you a leg up on other people, especially since you're there for 6 months, more so than the other guys, the other interns from 4-year programs.
Upon graduation, I'll be taking an assistant superintendent position at the Philadelphia Cricket Club in Flourtown, Pennsylvania.
I'm going back to Marion Golf Club in Ardmore, Pennsylvania.
I've accepted a position at Eugene Country Club in Eugene, Oregon.
After graduation, I've accepted an assistant training position at Trump National Golf Course in southern Los Angeles.
I'm going back to Germany, working on the course I worked at for a while, probably another year or 2, and then just kind of expanding from there.
I've actually just accepted a job at Golf de Morfontaine in Paris, France.
My plans after graduation are to take a full-time greenkeeping position with the Royal Sydney Golf Club in Sydney, Australia.
I will be returning to Oakmont Country Club in Pittsburgh as an assistant in training for my 3rd season and the upcoming 2016 US Open.
My plan is to go back to the place where it all started, up in Scranton, PA. Going to go to the Scranton Country Club and hopefully we'll see where it takes me from there.
I'd like to thank all my classmates. It's pretty tough when you're going through this program, and sometimes you just need someone to lean on.
I'd have to give a shout out to my cousin. He's the one that actually got me in this career.
I definitely have to thank my girlfriend.
Yeah, I would like to thank Dr. Kaminsky. He always pushes me and always like just smashes it into my head until I do get it. And I just appreciate the patience he's had with me.
Thank my parents, my family, my girlfriend Erin for being very understanding of the long hours that go into this.
I'd like to thank Matt Rossel, superintendent at Interlochen Country Club, and my grandpa who got me into the game of golf.
I'd like to thank my wife, my parents, and my past superintendent, Pat Steinbacher, for really helping me get into the industry and getting me here to Penn State.
We are Penn State!
We are Penn State!
We are Penn State!